You've just received your 460 Rowland recoil damper and you want to know how to install it. First, take out all the parts. Make sure you've got your recoil damper with its shim spring, piston, and cylinder, your standard reaction spring, and your shims. Disassemble your gun, take out the magazine, make sure there are no rounds in the chamber, check it again. Disassemble your gun, taking out the recoil spring and guide rod. You can put that aside, you won't be needing that again. Leave your guide rod plug in place. Install the piston end of your damper motor into the guide rod plug. Then put your shim installation spring in place over the piston and your cylinder inside the spring and over the piston. Compress your spring and check to see that you've got motion in your guide rod plug. It can't be stiff, it can't be crashed, it needs to move. But we're going to shim the piston so that you have as little as 5/100ths of an inch for maximum compression. Remove your piston and peel the paper off one of your shims and stick it to the base of your piston. Now let's check it again. Install your piston into your guide rod plug, your installation spring over the piston, and your cylinder inside the spring and over the piston. Compress your spring, check for clearance. Well, I can tell that it's moved. There's a little less movement. We're going to go ahead and shim it again. Peel and stick another shim on top of the first shim. And install your damper motor and check it for clearance. That's reduced it significantly, and I'm going to call that 5/100ths of an inch. And so now we're going to remove our installation spring. Its job is done. Reinstall the shimmed piston. Install your standard reaction spring. And then your piston, your cylinder on the other end of the spring. Compress the spring, put the cylinder behind the lower lug to reassemble your gun. And now you're ready to shoot faster, more reliably, and more easily than ever before.